What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Ronnie Pugs back again with another Spider-Man PS4 video for you guys. Probably my last time doing a video like this before the game drops. Today we're going to be looking at 5 suits I don't want in Spider-Man PS4. Now this wouldn't be in any particular order, these are just 5 suits I don't want in the game. I wouldn't see myself using any of these suits more than once, and I think they would take spots from better looking suits that didn't make the cut. So regardless, let's get into the list, the 5 suits I don't want to see in Spider-Man PS4, in no particular order. I hope you guys enjoy. Starting off the list with the only honorable mention of the video, and I'm classifying these all together since the video would be pretty predictable if all these suits made the main list. I don't want to see any of these suits from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game return for Spider-Man PS4. Hornet, Ricochet, Flipside, the Ends of Earth, these all gotta go. I don't remember using these at all in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I wasn't excited to unlock them, and in my opinion they're all pretty bad looking suits. I mean, imagine grinding for hours on Spider-Man PS4 trying to craft a certain suit, and you finally craft that suit and it ends up being the Hornet. You know how disappointing that would be? I won't get too much into these suits because just by looking at them you could probably tell why I don't want them in the game, and I'll honestly be pretty surprised if any of these suits were someone's #1 must-have for the game. Now getting into the actual list with the first suit I don't want to see in Spider-Man PS4, no surprise to anyone if you saw the thumbnail, we have the Bombastic Bagman suit. This hasn't appeared in many Spider-Man games. I remember it being in the Neversoft games and Shared Dimensions, but even so, I don't want this in Spider-Man PS4 because I'm not a fan of the design, and there's better looking Fantastic Four inspired suits Insomniac could put in the game. It's not really the bag that turns me away from the suit. I'd have to say it's the fact that Peter has nothing covering his feet and a kick me sign on his back. I understand that the suit is supposed to be goofy, but I'd much rather have the better looking Fantastic Four design given the choice between the two. Number 2 on the list, and probably the most controversial choice in this video, number 2 is going to have to go to the second superior Spider-Man suit, just out of fear that my favorite suit of all time won't be in the game. The second superior suit was inspired from the Alex Ross suit, which is my favorite, and I fear if this superior suit makes the game, the Alex Ross suit won't. And that's because these suits are so similar, as you can see right now, it really wouldn't make sense putting both in the game. Considering how similar they look, you'd be taking up 2 spots for almost identical suits. I wouldn't mind having this one in the game, but at the same time I don't want it because it's going to come down to one or the other making the cut. So at number 2, I have to give it to the superior Spider-Man suit just out of fear that my favorite suit won't make the game. Number 3 on the list, and the only movie suit for this video, we have to give it to the Vigilante suit from the Amazing Spider-Man. I honestly think this would be a waste of a spot. It's not really a costume if you think about it, it's just a real bad disguise. The entire reason Peter wears the mask is to hunt down Uncle Ben's killer. Sure, he's wearing the mask, but he puts no effort into changing his wardrobe up. If you did enough research, you could figure out who this guy is. He's going after people that look very similar to someone that the police are looking for, and he's dressed exactly how he would any other day. And other than the fact that this isn't even an actual suit, I think a lot of us would much rather have a Peter Parker character model available to use in free roaming rather than Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker in a mask. Insomniac did say we can't free roam as Peter Parker like we've seen in the Feast gameplay, but does that mean we can't get an actual Peter Parker skin to swing through the city with? I'm not too sure, but I want you guys to comment below if you'd rather have a Peter Parker skin over the Vigilante suit. I'd much rather have that over a suit we've seen in the last 2 Spider-Man games, and with that, we wrap up number 3. Coming in at number 4, in a suit I'm sure most of you can agree with me with not wanting in the game, number 4 goes to the new Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider suit. Ben Reilly has worn 2 of my favorite Spider-Man suits of all time, and when I first heard he was getting a new suit, I was really interested in seeing what it could be, but sadly I was met with disappointment. This is an awful suit design, the biggest mistake in the suit being the smile shown through the mask. I don't like the pattern on the suit either, it reminds me of Spider-Side, which is another clone of Peter's. The belt seems out of place, and the hood also looks odd to me considering it's coming from an actual costume rather a sweater. I'm sure this isn't in high demand for the game. I don't think anyone actually wants this suit in the game. At number 4, I have to give it to the disappointing Ben Reilly Spider-Man suit, and I think of all suits in this video so far, this is the one I've liked the least. And ending the video with the 5th suit I don't want to see in the game, number 5 goes to the Spider-Man 1602 suit. We've only seen this in 2 Spider-Man games, Shared Dimensions and Edge of Time, but even with this being one of the suits we haven't really seen in game before, this isn't a suit I like or could care about returning for another game. I think the only time I've actually used this suit was just to test it out. Overall, I'm not a fan of the design, and to me this isn't even that popular of a suit. I couldn't even find a decent amount of pictures when I was making this video. If you want to put a Spider-Man from the UK in the game, just give us Spider UK. We've never seen this suit in game before, and it looks a lot better than the 1602 suit. So that's going to do it for the video. Right now is a quick recap on screen. Let me know what you guys think of my list, and what suits do you not want in Spider-Man PS4. I'm sure some of you won't agree with my picks, so if you don't, tell me why and we can discuss it below. If you like any of these suits in the video, just remember that this is all opinion based, and just because I like or dislike something, it shouldn't affect the way you feel about it. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow my social medias, and I will see you guys again in my next video.